Hello, boys and girls. This is the second worksheet in today's lesson, and we're practicing starting with numbers and counting up. Do you remember these? Yeah, what is that? Go ahead and tell us, Jacob. You're right, it's a tens frame. And do you notice how I have two tens frames here? The one on the bottom isn't, it's just a little writing space. Yeah, we've got two of them there because we've been talking about numbers that are greater than 10. They're bigger than 10. So we have found out that if we fill up an entire tens frame and then we have more, we actually could use a second tens frame to put some of those counters on, can't we? Now, do you remember once we filled up a tens frame, did we need to go back and count like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? No, we didn't need to do that anymore, did we? Especially when we saw there was something in them. It might be a little tricky right now because these are empty. But say we had all these counters. These are some quick counters. Can you see the green on there? Hopefully it's dark enough. If this was all filled up, we didn't need to count them. We would just say 10. And then we'd count up how many were in here. Let's practice one of them. If we've got 10 up here, I'm going to draw 3 down here. We could say 10, 11, 12, 13. That's right. We had one group of 10 and 3 ones. Remember, we'd make that chart. Sometimes it looks like a T. And we talk about this being the 10 spot and this being the 1 spot. It was another way to write the number 13, wasn't it? You can also see there's 2 groups of 5 up here in 10. Do you want to draw that as tailies? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Who just said Fruit Ninja? Was that you? I thought that was going to be Reed. We remember we'd slash when we get to 5. Yeah, we sure did. All right, and well, that's the 10, and then we'd write 3 more down here. Yeah, that was just a little bonus. It's not really what we're talking about right now, but it does remind us of that. Well, boys and girls, today's lesson is going to have us using our tens frame. So when we see a full tens frame, we're not going to bother counting them. We're just going to count up from 10, and we're going to find what number is represented or modeled with the tens frames. And it's kind of nice because this worksheet has them colored for us, so it's easier to see. Now, if you have the worksheet printed off at home, great. You can go ahead and write on there. If not, just like before, you can write on a sheet of paper, a dry erase board, or just write in the air. Listen along and count with us. Here we go. Everybody say 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I've got to stop there because I ran out of dots to count. So now I'm going to write the number 1 in the 10 spot and the 4 in the 1 spot. What number do I have there? Yep, you're right, Tyler. That's the number 14. 1 10 and 4 ones is 14. Let's go on to our next one. And everyone, who's flashing those numbers over there? I just saw somebody go, Jason, was that you? Yep. He flashed the 10, and now we're going to count up 2 more. Ready? 11, 12. That's the number 12. A 1 and then a 2. Good job. Oh, looks like, my tape's going to come loose. Let's try it down there a little bit. See, can you still see that? All right, I think we're good. All right, let's everybody say 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wow, that number is the greatest number we've written so far, isn't it? Because it's the biggest or the largest number. I noticed Claudia wanted us to realize that if we just had 1 more green dot, we would have had another set of 10. Good eyes there, Claudia.